Hi guys, my name's Josh and welcome to my channel where we talk about all things related to optimizing and increasing your sales on Amazon. If you're looking for a more personalized approach to help grow your Amazon business or just starting out, you can check the link in the description to get in touch with me for a one-on-one consulting. So today I wanted to talk about a topic that I think has a lot of importance in terms of your listing and your overall sales and conversion rates on Amazon. And that aspect is the bullet points. So the bullet points live within the listing just below the fold here. You can see they're generally in the same location for each product, although it might vary slightly depending on the product type. And usually you get to leverage 5 bullet points. In some cases, you can leverage more than 5, depending on the category. So that's one thing to look out for. But this is a hugely important aspect, not only to help inform the consumer and inform their purchase decisions, but also to help Amazon index you for specific terms and help your listings rank better, which is going to help increase your sales. So in this case, I wanted to kind of go through some examples with you and then my top tips for creating a good bullet point listing or set of bullets within your Amazon listing. So we'll start with kind of an example that I like to point to is Ghost protein powder. So you may have heard of this brand. It's definitely a brand that's exploded over the past few years, and rightfully so. They do have great imagery and content as well as marketing positioning. So we're going to take a look, and if you go to about this item, that's where the bullet points live. So when you're creating bullet points for your listing, you want to kind of focus on a number of things. One is that you've done your keyword research. You can check out my other videos for more insights on how to do that and how to properly position your keywords in your listing to rank for specific keywords. And then once you have that list that you really want to focus on, and I would say that could be 10 to 20 keywords, you're going to use that as a reference to kind of integrate into your bullet points. And I think that's very important because as Amazon scrapes it, they're going to identify these specific keywords, and then your product will get placed within the search results for those keywords for whomever is searching for your product. So in this case, you can see they have several different focal points, which I think is important. The first is obviously they're kind of focusing on a benefit and they're focusing on flavor. Now, knowing your product here is hugely important. For anything consumable based, flavor is going to be one of the top focal points that the consumer looks for. They're looking for something delicious, and they're also looking for something that benefits them. But in many cases, taste is king over a lot of benefits. So here you can see they really called out like delicious taste. They obviously have the focus on Chips Ahoy. Everybody loves cookies. Many people like the taste of Chips Ahoy. So, that's a good focus point to have. And then you can see that they have some tertiary benefits here. But really, we're just looking at the taste to start out. And then, of course, well, if you're purchasing a protein, they're looking for whey content. So this includes 25 grams, which I think is sizable. And that's definitely a detail people are looking for. And the types of whey as well. So you can see there are like higher quality whey components in here, isolate and hydrosate, which are pretty good. I think there's a lot of people looking for that, obviously indexing for it. And then real cookie pieces. Again, they're focusing on quality, authenticity, which is great. And then taste again. But really just focusing in on, their customized flavors, transparency. Of course, that goes with quality, that goes with disclosure. A lot of pain points for consumers with consumables is that there's a lot of fillers in there, there's a lot of crap, especially with protein powders. So knowing you have something that's transparent and good for you is definitely very important. And then they go into more of their brand and what they stand for. If you have a bigger brand or one that's recognized within a specific circle, it's great to actually put this in. If you're just starting out or if your brand is less known, it's not as important. So I would definitely instead focus on inserting more keywords and benefits, maybe putting something in regard to lifestyle as this last bullet point in its place. And then as you grow and become more recognized, you can always add it in later. So, with that being said, I did want to kind of go through a few more points that'll help generalize this, especially if your product isn't a consumable or protein powder, more specifically. So, one is just to know your audience, and this includes knowing what they're looking for in a product. So, I'm sure there's lots of benefits your product has that caters to what a lot of people are looking for. So you can go about this in many different ways. You can look at competitor products that are ranking well, where you have similar functionalities as them, just to see how they're positioning themselves. You can ask your own customers, you can ask your friends, whomever else might give you insights into that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place that as product benefits within your bullet points here. Again, really focus on benefits, and also focus on features. Now, benefits are probably going to be your main call out. People are really looking for that. And features will be sort of secondary. So you can include those, in the lower bullet points, and then really just put the benefits up top. Using strong language, using descriptive language. You really want people to kind of visualize how your product is going to improve their life and how it's going to fix a problem that they have, or how it's going to save them time or give them specific results. So focusing on something that's descriptive is really going to go a long way with the consumer. Keep it simple. People don't really have much attention these days, so I would not keep it to like one sentence, maybe two per bullet, and then anything, let's just say below 300 characters is ideal. If you need to go more just to get the keywords in, that's fine. But really, at the end of the day, people have very limited time and attention spans these days. So you want to kind of start with a call out, and then you'll have the descriptive nature past it. So you could say 25 grams of whey protein, you can see, and then colon, and have the description there, just so you can call out the benefits, and people that aren't really looking to read about it can kind of get the idea just at a glance. Again, make sure you lace in all your relevant keywords. You can also tell a story. Here you can see they sort of tell a story with their brand at the end. So if you have something that's compelling, something that really elicits emotion and connection to your brand, then definitely tell it. And you can include that as kind of a last bullet point. You could also include, some level of social proof. If you have a certain amount of satisfied customers or ratings, or your products won an award, or anything else that might help elevate its value, I definitely recommend including it within these bullets. And the last point is really just make sure you proofread it, make sure it makes sense, and make sure it's simplified. And with all of those points, you should have a pretty good leg up at optimizing your listing and increasing your sales. So that's all I have for today. If you like this video, and please subscribe to my channel. If you're looking for more tips and tricks on how to increase your Amazon sales, you can download my free ebook in the description below, and take care.